Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-traveling back in time to the Ice Age to discover some amazing facts about one of the most fascinating creatures that ever walked the earth, the woolly mammoth. These giants are like the long-lost cousins of today's elephants, and their story is both incredible and mysterious. Let's dive in. First things first, what exactly is a mammoth? Well, picture an elephant, but hairier, with tusks as long as a doorway. Woolly mammoths were huge mammals that roamed across Europe, Asia, and North America during the last ice age. They were so well adapted to freezing temperatures that they practically had fur coats thicker than yours. And don't even get me started on those tusks. They used them for everything from digging through snow to defending themselves against hungry predators. Now, let's talk about their lifestyle. These furry giants were herbivores, which means they only ate plants. But don't let that fool you. They were super picky eaters. They mostly munched on grass, flowers, and shrubs, and they wouldn't hesitate to travel miles to find the tastiest snacks. In fact, they ate so much, up to 180 kilograms of food a day, that they needed to spend a lot of time looking for more. Because of this, mammoths spent most of their days eating and most of their nights sleeping with their herd. They usually traveled in groups, just like elephants do today, because safety in numbers, as they say. And mammoths were definitely not the kind of animal you wanted to mess with. But hold on a second, we all know that dinosaurs roamed the earth millions of years ago. So why do we know so much about woolly mammoths? It's because they lived until very recently in the grand scheme of things. I mean, when the Egyptian pyramids were being built, mammoths were still trumpeting across the Siberian tundra. Now let's fast forward to a time when humans and mammoths lived side by side. Humans and mammoths had a complicated relationship. On the one hand, early humans hunted mammoths for food and used their bones to build shelters and even carved tools from their tusks. On the other hand, cave paintings from over 30,000 years ago show how important mammoths were to survival and culture. To early humans, mammoths represented more than just a source of food or a way to stay warm. They were a part of their world, and humans developed complex beliefs and rituals surrounding these majestic creatures. Sadly though, mammoths didn't make it through the Ice Age. Most scientists agree that a combination of changing climate and human hunting led to their extinction about 4,000 years ago. Just imagine if woolly mammoths are still roaming the earth today. We might have Instagram accounts dedicated to these gentle giants. Speaking of Instagram accounts, give ours a follow for more fun facts about extinct animals. Now let's get back to our time travel adventure. Although woolly mammoths went extinct around 4,000 years ago, their frozen bodies have been discovered in the Arctic as recently as the 19th century. And unlike most mummies, these ice mummies still have fur, skin, and even stomach contents preserved. Scientists are even exploring the idea of bringing them back to life using DNA and cloning technology. Imagine taking a stroll through the park and spotting a woolly mammoth munching on leaves nearby. It'd be like stepping into a real-life Jurassic Park. As we end our journey back in time to the Ice Age, remember that mammoths weren't just giant hairy elephants. They were survivors who thrived in one of the harshest climates on Earth. They were companions to humans as we explored and settled new lands. And they remain one of nature's most iconic creatures, even in extinction. And that's it for today's Ice Age journey. I hope you learned something new and exciting about woolly mammoths. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to leave us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and drop a comment below. Would you want to see mammoths brought back to life? Until next time, stay curious, keep asking questions, and remember, you're just one click away from your next wild adventure.